helpless thing. Would you look at this now?
Throwing the darts in front of you until someone reaches 0 points. Alternatively, if you should run out of darts before that happens, whoever scores lower will be named the winner. You've each been given 7 darts. Please throw them from behind the line indicated. The outer ring is worth double and the inner triple. A single bull is worth 25 points while a double is worth 50. You'll notice various regions of the body depicted. Those are linked to your respective nervous systems.
Wait, what did you say? We're linked to the boards?
Yes. Where the dart hits, you will feel a corresponding pain.
Impossible!
And naturally, the higher the score is, the greater your pain will be.
No, there's no way. You're lying.
Calm down, honey. Obviously, this guy's full of it. Let's just pretend to go along with it for now, okay?
Are you sure?
If things do get ugly, I'll figure something out.
I trust you.
Very well. The game will now begin.
かな気持ちで食べたいのに。昨日のお酒美味しかった。
こちら C 班、こちら C 班、開始。
黒瀬くん、天童ちゃん、新幹線内で銃撃にあった。死体があるから片付けさせて。会食は中止。
東京でも銃撃が。マキマさん、その血は？
どこか撃たれましたか？
これは返り血。
Nothing in particular.
Then how are you making us feel pain?
You can start. As I told you.
は全力を尽くしました。されています。試されています。どのように過ごすか、試されています。私は十分生きました。大統領にもなりました。
happening too fast.
What, you nervous about the wedding?
No, it's the house, dude. We gotta.
선생님? 안녕하세요. 선생님? 안녕하세요.
내일이 없는 삶에 힘겨워하시는 선생님을 위해서 제가 자그마한 오늘의 선물을 하나 준비했습니다.
뭔데?
빵과 옷걸이 둘 중 하나만 선택하실 수 있습니다. 왕이시네요. 동전 좀. 저는 선생님께 기회를 드렸고 선생님은 선택을 했습니다. 이 빵을 버린 건 제가 아니라 선생님들이.
you ever been over to a friend's house to eat and the food was just no good? I stand at the path of distress with intentions to address my intentions to impress where my righteousness went. I'm fighting this shit, the feeling that my demons keeping. The poison settled in my heart sometime when I was sleeping. Now I lay me down. Crown of thorns, don't fuck around. Play the background, just carry the weight. I put the rose in my mouth as I flow to the south to find the love that I left behind. Ain't no wind and chimes, and there's no forking pines. Just a dotted line signed over my heart for a taste of this game. Settled now, I'm ashamed. What I wanted with fame, got what I wanted, got played, cause there's no air at the top. And it's hard to breathe when your breath is something you lost and you remember the walks and a face in the dark. How easy we forget about it. How easy we forget about it. How easy we forget about it. How easy we. Just finished picking out the rose petals, pulls like flesh and fibers from between my teeth. Not about to sleep, staring into darkness from the precipice. I majored in reality, I'm feeling weak. I'm about to weep, just trying to stay strong for my mother. And for my father, I'll offer the 21st. In a burst of seeds in the golden reason he taught me calmly, and through his interactions often spoken softly. And who have I become? And who am I to judge? Have I forgotten right for the wrongs that I've been dealt? The hand that I've been felt left me isolated as a child. Now that they're listening, I don't think I need to get help. But they were never there, and you had always cared and shared from your heart all the darkness pulling at you. And I was unaware. I changed so much and dared. Forever was no question, just an answer where I found you. I put the rose in my mouth as I flow to the south to find the love that I left behind. Ain't no way to try, but there's no pointing signs. Just a dotted line signed over my heart for a taste of this game. Moving now, I'm away. What I wanted with fame, got what I wanted, got played, cause there's no air at the top. And it's hard to breathe when your breath is something you lost and you remember the walks and a face in the dark. How easy we forget about it. How easy we. In the retrospect of 31 years, there's not much left for reasoning here. And in the clearest of skies, I am the calmest of blues. We tear down great walls to build smaller houses with bricks we've assembled with our spouses below the dust. We took the crush and reassembled daily temples, pockets full of rocks and minerals, bobby pins and pencils, left some blind beside baby tooth and chapstick root. Baptist proof snake haven in the west caving, limestone chips, the son of father's indecision. Leftist reason mentioned is the soul's religion. There's just one more left. Stood on the last doorstep, clamped them forceps. Force-fed the death of reason, helped him grow even out of season. Out is leaving as the innards gleaming, whoa, whoa. There's just one more left. Stood on the last doorstep, clamped them forceps. The artery is breaking function. Stop the bleeding, it's the heart's compunction. Tool sculpted from the hardest tungsten. Stop the bleeding is the heart's compunction. Tool sculpted from the hardest tungsten. Oh, woo, cold, that's just being me. Middle of the summer and I'm scared of being seen. Heat wave, halfway from being street brave. Seat stain from bleak days. And we holler while the beat plays. Can't understand us like the teen brain. Trying to reason what the art is and who's the hardest and where the heart is. Critics overthink the truth and pain. They want persona, but it's the construct of a weak game. And it falls harder and harder than it ever does. Now that we're bigger and brighter than it ever was. But it tricks on us as the giant wipes his eyes of dust. Begins collecting rubble. Stumbles softly, scratches face stubble. Grumbles something as the day humbles. And the sun's subtle shadows build a house above for other people's troubles. And never asked for an ounce of love. There's just one more left. Stood on the last doorstep, clamped them forceps. Force-fed the death of reason, helped her grow even out of season. Outers leaving as the innards gleaming. Whoa, whoa, there's just one more left. Stood on the last doorstep, clamped them forceps. The artery is breaking function. Stop the bleeding as the heart's compunction. Tool sculpted from the heart is tungsten. Stop the bleeding as the heart's compunction. Tool sculpted from the heart is tungsten. Tool sculpted from the heart is tungsten. Tool sculpted from the heart is tungsten. I am the clearest of sky. I am the calmest of blue. I am the clearest of sky. I am the calmest of blues. Out of the monastery, just off on a promontory, modern story. Wig splitter, axis, harbor, gory, capicola, roast with fury. Heaven's toast to curry. Three stooges, rope it open,
向こうはかなり混乱しているようで、正確な情報はまだ来ていません。現在、被害状況を確認中と。
Grammarly provides a bunch of different suggestions to improve the correctness and style of your writing. Different color
and common sense emotion. Dreaming of a daily routine. She wear her hair just like a queen. Close my eyes, see the last part of mine. Spread it on like a lotion. Walk to the edge, looking out on the ocean. Took to the air, looking out on the ocean. And how's the boardwalk today? What's the sea say? It's soothsayers speaking through the kumbaya, kumbaya, yo. Where did they go? Another pass, filling up the tray with a truck of ash. They do anything for some fucking cash. Bundle stash, sock heavy, incognito, Eugene Levy. Best in show 8 years in a row. Junkyard dog with the gold finger. Where the cold linger, oh so a dead ringer. And where's Ken at? Where the bin stack, picking up the pieces where you been at. And I've been flying letters through the gym stack, trying to warm my aching hands. Sending smoke signals to who understands less a man. Still trying to be a better man. But fat as the couch back at the house. Fat as the couch. Out in the salty air, fair share for every care. Sunshine on my face, alone the grace and the taste of flow. Trace of cold in the wet and still tones on my brittle bones. Shake the wheel to kill now, chuck the pills, duck under the pier. Peer heavy in the salt and sag, nails crook, jag, look, snag, books in the bag. Jelly filled wash in the whale skin in Boston. My crosshairs got nobody to cross what we lost here. It was a salty year, strutting in the pumpkin fields. Reminisce the dumping, touch the scar, fake caviar luncheon. Where my life and fate met encased in a gray sweat. Thinking when my knee crepe like Suzette. What a diamond time, went into the diamond mines. Now I got a half an ounce of tar in each breath and stress in each step. Never on holiday, my island's just a mind away. I close my eyes today. Ask a psychic on the pier what I'm doing here. As if the answer wasn't clear, she said it's been a year. And pieced together like collage all my greatest fears. My stubble year, my missing souvenir. And where's Ken at? Where the bin stack, picking up the pieces where you been at. And I've been flying letters through the chimp stack. Building fires with my queen, that's where I've been at. Building fires with my queen, my earth.
This escapade is growing old, and these street lights feel so cold. The end is coming soon, I'm told, but I don't really mind when everything is going wrong. when the sun is going down.
Want is to hear you scream. Of the wrong idea. See, you're about to be on the wrong side of a one-sided massacre. I don't care about the exam or reducing my sentence. All I want is to hear you scream.
Really? Fine. We'll just keep fighting until one of us dies.
That's right. A battle to the death. Soon, I'll tear your body apart. With just my bare hands, you got it? What happened? Why am I so cold? That's mine.
If you love binge watching and you hate being interrupted by ads, PewDiePie. It's a free browser.
incredible video of a dog on the top of the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. The paraglider who took this video said the dog seemed fine and was just barking at birds up there. Now we're seeing a new video of the same dog safely making its way down to the ground. In case you're wondering, the Great Pyramid is an incredible video of there. Now we're seeing a new video of the same dog safely making its way down to the incredible video of a dog on the top of the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. The paraglider who took this video said the dog seemed fine and was just barking at birds up there. Now we're seeing a new video of the same dog safely making its way down to the ground. In case you're wondering, the Great Pyramid is 455 feet tall. That's one agile dog.
Oh, yeah.
If you conjure up a fear, make it loud so I can hear the tambourine. I just want to let you know I could be your suicide.
Familiar faces bring you the news on Channel 13. Our reporters understand the importance of getting a story right and of getting it to you quickly. News and information provided by people who know that when it's important to Northern California, it's on Newswatch 13.
Next, a golf club accident.
Before I swung, I looked back just to see if anybody was there. She wasn't there and behind me.
Weekdays at 4:30 on Channel 13.
Robin. Her boyfriend said,
exciting new game, Catchphrase. And here's your host on Catchphrase.
Bacon and eggs, 185 you have. Marita, there's the bonus. Please take a square. The center one. 5 seconds. Here we go. 185. I got 300 for you, Marita.
Dumb waiter.
Dumb waiter's not right. Sean's back. Here's the catchphrase. £290. Please take a square. On the right. 5 seconds. Here we go. £290. What do you think it is?
Tip the waiter.